All right. Good morning and welcome to SohCahToa online class. In today's video, we'll be solving questions on trigonometry. Okay. So in this series now, we'll be solving so many calculations on trigonometry. All right. So if today is your first day of watching our video, please consider clicking that subscribe button. All right. We don't care if you have studied trigonometry before. Though I have a series video on the explanations of everything you need to know about trigonometry. I'll drop the link on the description, all right? But this particular video is solving numerous calculations involving trigonometry and compound angles, all right? So in this question number 232, according to what I have here, but that's the first question I'm solving. So I have that given that cos A is equal to 4 over 5 and the sine B is equal to 12 over 13. Then I say find A and B. Okay, they say if A and B are acute angles, then I say find sine A plus B. All right. Now, according to trigonometry, you should know that sine A plus B is equal to sine A cos B, okay, plus sine B cos A. All right. So from this now, we need to get our cos B and then sine A. So that's what we need. So what you do is just to draw for me. If you draw this, you have that draw two triangles. The two triangles we have are this and this, all right? So now, and they say that they are all acute. So I have that this is my A. If here is my A now, don't forget that they gave me cos A. And cos is what? Adjacent SohCahToa. We are using SohCahToa, right? Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent over hypotenuse. So which is what? They gave me as 4 over 5. So which is my adjacent is 4 and my hypotenuse is 5. Don't forget that adjacent is just the remaining side. Opposite is the side that is facing the angle. While hypotenuse is the side that is facing the 90 degrees. All right. So this one now is my B. So they gave me the same thing. Okay, now, so let me find my sine A. Sine A. Now, according to trigonometry, let us find here. Okay, but it's supposed to be 3 because this is Pythagoras triple. 3, 4, 5. So here it's supposed to be 3. But if you don't know that it's Pythagoras triple, you can find it using your Pythagoras theorem. We said 5 squared is equal to 4 squared plus x squared. So you have that x squared is equal to what? 5 squared minus 4 squared. So x squared is equal to 25 minus 16. So x squared is equal to 9. So x is equal to the square root of 9, which is 3. So you see that here, my x here is 3. So if you have gotten that here is 3, so for you to get your cos theta, your sine A, sine is what? Opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite over hypotenuse, and opposite is 3. Then hypotenuse is what? 5. That is for A. Now coming to B, they gave us 12 and 13. But what they gave us there is sine. They say that sine B is equal to what? You know that normally sine B is opposite over hypotenuse, which they gave us as what? 12 over 13. So I have that here is 13. The opposite is 12. So the remaining thing is just to get my adjacent. To get my adjacent, we can use Pythagoras theorem again. That says that 13 squared is equal to what? 12 squared plus x squared. All right. To have that what? X squared will now be what? 13 squared minus 12 squared. So which is what? 169 minus 144. I think is 25. So to have that, my x is now square root of 25, which is what? 5. So Pythagoras triple there said 5, 12, 13. So that is that. So from here, I can get my cos B. Okay. From here, I can now get my cos B. So my cos B will now be what? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse, which is adjacent is 5, then over hypotenuse is 13. So if we can now put it here, we have that our sine A plus B is equal to sine A is 3 over 5. 3 over 5 times cos B. Cos B is 5 over 13. 5 over 13 plus sine B. Sine B is 12 over 13. 12 over 13 times then cos A. Cos A is 4 over 5. 4 over 5. So if you look at that now, permit me to clean this one I've done here. So if you look at that, you're going to have you see that you're going to have that this is 3 times 5 is 15 over, or let me say this, take care of this, to have 3 over 13 plus can anything cancel? Then no. Or let me just do it this way. Without cancellation, 3 times 5, 15 over 5 times 5 times, here's my calculator, 5 times 13. 5 times 13, I will have what? 65. So 65 plus 12 times 4. 12 times 4, I have 48. So this is 48 over 65. So the LCM is now 65. I have 15 plus 48. So which will give you plus 40 plus 15. So which is what? 63 over 65. So that is the answer to that particular question. 63 over 65. Okay, so we move to the next question. Question number 233. So question number 233 said that if tan theta is equal to 3 over 4 and theta lies between 3 pi over 2 is less than theta, which is less than 2 pi. Okay, then I say then cosec theta is solution. Now this is very, very important. They say that theta lies between 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi. 3 pi over 2 means 3 times 180 divided by 2. You're going to have 270. So 3 times 180 now divided by 2. You're going to have 270. So which means if you draw your cardinal point, you see that theta lies between, and say that theta, this is from 0 to 90, 90 to 180, 180 to 270, then 270 to 360. Okay, so which means, and this is 270 to 360. So theta lies on the fourth quadrant. So if theta lies on the fourth quadrant, I'm going to draw my this thing like this. Okay, so I now bring this down. Okay, so now this is my theta. This place is my theta. Okay, and I have that tan theta is opposite over adjacent. So tan theta is TOA. SohCahToa. SohCahToa. That is opposite over adjacent. So opposite over what? Adjacent. Which they gave me as what? 3 over 4. So my opposite is 3. But my adjacent is 4. So, but the 4 is in the left-hand side of x, so it's going to be minus 4. All right? My 3 is in the positive y, so that is why it is 3. But this is in the left-hand side, so it's going to be what? Minus 4. So I'm going to use Pythagoras theorem to get here. In fact, 3, 4, 5. Here is supposed to be 5, according to Pythagoras theorem. So you should know that what? Cosec theta is equal to 1 over, count 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm seeing x here. So 1 over sine theta. So which is what? 1 over sine theta is what? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse. So 1 over means the inverse. So it's going to be hypotenuse over what? Opposite. So what is my hypotenuse? My hypotenuse is 5 over my opposite. My opposite is 3. So 5 over 3 is the correct answer there. Right? So that is that. We'll go to question number 224. Question number 224. Okay. Question number 224. Where is my trigonometry? Question number 224 said if, okay, 234. The other one we solved, sorry, the other one we solved was 232, 233. This one is 234. Please correct the numbering. So 234 said if theta is an acute angle and sec theta is equal to 2, then the next if then cosec theta is okay. So now, since it is an acute angle, we don't have any problem at all. It's in the first quadrant. So, and this is my first quadrant. So now what do we have? We have that this is our theta. Okay, this is now sec theta. Sec theta is equal to sec. Count 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm seeing C here. So that is 1 over cos theta. Okay, according to SohCahToa. Now sec theta is the inverse of cos. Cos is supposed to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So the inverse is going to be hypotenuse over what? Adjacent. So which means they gave me that is equal to what? 2. 2 is different than saying 2 over 1. So which means my hypotenuse is 2, my adjacent is 1. Okay? My adjacent is 1. So if I use Pythagoras theorem to find this side, I will say that what? 2 squared is equal to 1 squared plus x squared. So therefore, x squared is equal to 2 squared minus 1 squared, which is what? 4 minus 1, which is 3. So my x will now be the square root of 3. Okay? So here is equal to what? Root 3. So they say I should find my cosec theta. Cosec is 1 over, count 3, 1, 2, 3, x. 1 over sine theta, which is what? 1 over opposite over hypotenuse. So inverse of it will now be hypotenuse over opposite. So which is what? Hypotenuse is 2 and opposite is what? Root 3. So it's going to be 2 over root 3. So 2 over root 3 is here. But if not, you are supposed to rationalize. If you rationalize, you are going to have 2 root 3 over 3 if you rationalize. But since this one is in the option, so this is the answer. So since this one is in the option, this is the answer. Right? So we'll go to the next question. So the next question is question number 235. 235, we said express sine 75 in surd form. Okay, solution. This is very, very simple. Sine 75 is equal to which two special angles can give you 75? Is 45 and 30. So I have sine 45 plus 30. So according to sine rule, it's going to be what? Sine 45 cos 30 plus sine 30 cos 45. So according to let me even keep my special angles here. If I can keep my special angles here, I will not be taking it as I'm solving my questions. So this is my theta. This is my 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. So for sine theta, cos theta, and finally tan theta. So how do you get it? So just say this is 1. Okay, let me just do it. For the side of sine is 1 over 4. The next line 2 over 4. The next line 3 over 4. 0 over 4. You start from 0. Sorry. The first line is 0 over 4. The second line is 1 over 4. The third line is what? 2 over 4. Fourth line 3 over 4. Fifth line 4 over 4. Then cover them with a square root. Cover them with a square root. Then you have gotten the answer. So sine 0 means 0 divided by 4 is 0. The square root of 0 is 0. So here is 0. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4 is 2. So here is 1 over 2. Square root of 2, we don't know it, so it's root 2 over. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 3, we don't know it, so it's root 3. And square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 divided by 2, here is 1. Okay? Once you have gotten this one, you have gotten the rest. How do you get the rest now? Start from this side and write. You started from this side writing, so start from here. So here will be 0. Here will now be 1 over 2. Here will repeat root 3, root 2 over 2. Okay? Here will now be root 3 over 2. And here will now be 1. Okay? So getting this side is this divided by this. This divided by this will give you this. This divided by this will give you 1 over root 3. Okay, this divided by this will give you 1. This divided by this will give you just root 3. This divided by this will give you undefined, because anything divided by 0 is undefined. So that is how to get your special angles. So the reason I did that is because of this particular question. So therefore, sine 45 gave us root 2 over 2 times cos 30. Cos 30 gave us root 3 over 2 plus sine 30 is 1 over 2 times cos 45 root 2 over 2. So I'm left with this time, this will give you root 6 over 4 plus root 2 over, how did I get, sorry, root 2 over 2. So over 4. So my answer is now 1 over 4 in bracket of root 6 plus what? Root 2. So it depends on what you have in the option. That is what will tell you what to do. Okay, they decided to bring out root 2. To bring out root 2, if you bring out root 2 over 4, even from here, if you bring out root 2 over 4, I'll be left inside there as root 3 plus 1. So this is the answer in the option. So we move to the next question. That question is question number 236. Question number 236 said that if x is equal to sine theta plus cos theta, okay, sine theta plus cos theta, and y is equal to sine theta minus cos theta, then I say then x squared plus y squared is, okay, solution. They need to find x squared plus y squared. All right. Okay. X squared plus y squared will give us, what am I seeing? Okay, squaring them. So I'm going to have that x squared plus y squared simply means sine theta plus cos theta all squared plus sine theta minus cos theta all squared. So let me open the bracket. Square the first one, sine squared theta. Use the first one, multiply the second one, double it. 2 sine theta cos theta. Square the last one, plus cos squared theta. Do the same thing here. Plus, square the first one, sine squared theta. Multiply the first one and the second one, double it. Minus 2 sine theta cos theta. Then square the last one. You have a plus cos squared theta. So if you look at this, you're going to see that this and this is opposite each other. They are gone. So I'm left with this plus this will give you 2 sine squared theta plus this will give you 2 cos squared theta. So if you look at this, you're going to see 2 in bracket of sine squared theta plus cos squared theta. And according to trigonometry, sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. So this is 2 in bracket of 1, which is 2. So my answer here is 2. Right? We move to the next question. Question number 237. Right? Question number 237. Question number 237 said that cos 675 degrees is solution. Now, whenever you have cos 675 degrees, now the only thing, we have 4 quadrants, and my 4 quadrant is what? From 0 to 90, from 90 to 180, from 180 to 270, and then 270 to 360. Now, anytime they give you an angle that is bigger than the quadrant, just keep subtracting 360 until it will naturally fall into a quadrant. So I'm going to say that cos this is not saying cos 675 minus 360. So what do we have? Because subtracting 360 does not change anything at all. Okay, so you have 675, okay, minus 360. So I have cos 315. Now, if you look at 315 has fell in what? In the 4th quadrant. 315 is in the 4th quadrant. So do your cast. C-A-S-T. So don't forget that why I'm doing the cast. Cast means that in the first quadrant, only everybody is positive. All. A means all. All is positive. In the second quadrant, only cos is positive. In the third quadrant, only tan. And then in the fourth quadrant, only cos. So if you come to this place now, only sine. So if you know that since cos is in the, this thing is in the angle is in the 4th quadrant. So cos is going to be negative. So it's going to be, this is equal to negative cos. In the fourth quadrant, we do 360 minus that theta, 315. So this negative is because it's in the fourth quadrant. So I'm having minus cos. So you have so cos 45. So which is what? Don't forget that cos 45 is a root 2 over 2, which is minus root 2 over 2. So that is the answer there. Minus root 2 over 2. Okay, so we move to the next question. So from the next question here said 2, 3, 8. Then I say convert 819 degrees to radian. Okay, solution. So you're going to say 819 degrees is something as saying 819 times pi divided by 1/8. Very simple. Radian means it must carry pi. So since I'm timesing with pi, I am going to divide by 1/8 because pi means 1/8. So 1/8 and 1/8 has cancelled out. But since my answer must carry pi, that's why I'm dividing with 1/8. So what do? Just keep reducing these two to the lowest. Then you have gotten your answer. Very simple. So 819 divided by 1/8. So how do I put my answer in fraction? 819 1/8. Okay. I'm thinking of how to convert. I don't know how this calculator works. So do it yourself. Just reduce these two to the lowest. Okay, with your calculator, find something that can divide them and reduce it to the lowest. Then you are done with that particular, and then put your pi. All right. So I can't find where to convert these two. Okay, I think I've seen it. Shift this. Sorry, 1/8. Shift. Okay. It's not working, so let's leave it. So what do? Just reduce it to the lowest. So that is that. So we'll go to the next question. Question number okay. Question number. Sorry about that. This calculator is just making me confused. So question number 239. Question number 239 said evaluate sine 15 degrees. All right. Solution. This is very, very simple. Now, the two trigonometric function that will give you 15 is 45 minus 30. So sine 15 is the same thing as saying sine 45 minus 30. So which is what? Sine 45 cos 30 minus sine 30 cos 45. So according to my trigonometric ratio, sine 45 is root 2 over 2 times sine 30 is root 3 over 2 minus this one is 1 over 2 then times root 2 over 2. So I'm having root 6 over 4 minus root 2 over 4, which will give you root 2 over 4 into root 3 minus 1. So that is the answer for that. So we move to the next question, which is okay, this one is not there. What is there is that 1 over 4 is what they decided to bring out, root 6 minus root 2. So this particular one is there, option A. So we move to the next question, question number 240. And question number 240 said the value of tan 75 is, okay, solution. Now for tan, you should know that tan 75, the two numbers for 75 is 45 and 30 again. Okay, so I'm going to have that this is sine 45 plus 30. Sorry, tan 45 plus 30. So, but don't forget that tan A plus B is something as saying tan A plus tan B, okay, all over 1 minus tan A tan B, okay. So this is equal to what? Tan 45 plus tan 30 all over 1 minus tan 45 tan 30. So you can watch my video on trigonometry, okay. I'll drop the link at the description so you understand better. You understand that formula. So the next one is, now substitute everybody. Tan 45 is 1 minus tan 30 is root 3 over 3. 1 over root 3 means root 3 over 3. So root 3 over 3 all over according to rationalization. So this is 1 minus tan 45 is 1 times tan 30 is root 3 over 3. Okay, so I'm left with so this is plus. I'm left with LCM. LCM there is 3. So I have 3 plus root 3, okay, divided by, do this one again by LCM. LCM, anything times 1 is empty. So LCM is 3. So I have 3 minus root 3. So you are having that 3 plus root 3 over 3 times 3 over 3 minus root 3. So if this cancel this, I am left with 3 plus root 3 all over 3 minus root 3. So if the answer is not there, then we need to rationalize. If this answer is not there, then we need to rationalize. Okay, so let us rationalize that. If you rationalize this, you are going to have if you rationalize it, you are going to have times 3 minus root 3 all over, sorry, 3 plus root 3 all over 3 plus root 3. Okay, so this is equal to 3 times 3, 9. 3 times this will give you 3 root 3. Root 3 times this will give you 3 root 3. Root 3 times root 3 will give you ordinary 3 all over 3 times 3, 9 minus root 3 times root 3, ordinary 3. So I'm left with this plus this will give you 12. This and this will give me plus 6 root 3 all over. This minus this is giving me 6. So divide everybody. 12 divided by 6 will give you 2. Plus 6 divided by 6 will give you 1. So I'm left with root 3. So my answer is what? 2 plus root 3. So that is the answer there. So we move to the next question. So the next question here said, question number 242. There is no 241, so I have 242. 242 said, simplify the trigonometry expression tan x plus cot x. Okay, now this is very, very simple. What is tan? Tan means sine x over what? Cos x, plus cot means 1, 2, 3, inverse of this one. So inverse of this one is just to turn this one around, which is what? Cos x over what? Sine x. So now if you find the LCM of this and this, you're going to have sine x cos x. Cos x. When these two divide this, you have sine s. Sine s times 1, you have what? Sine squared x. Plus, when they divide this, you have cos s. Cos s times 1, you have what? Cos squared x. According to trigonometry, sine squared s plus cos squared s is 1. So my answer is what? 1 over sine x cos x. And 1 over sine means cosec. 1 over cos means sec. So cosec x, sec x. Okay, so that is that. Cosec x, sec x. Okay, but this one is not there. Okay, so they decide to leave this one. So look at what they did. They want to confuse you. Look at what they did. 1 over sine x. You know that this is same as 1 over sine s all over 1 over cos x. All right, and 1 over, they decided to leave this one the way it is. And then 1 over cos means cosec, and cosec we call it CSC. So this is what? Cosec x. So which is what? 1 times this will give you cosec x over sine x. And short form for cosec, we call it CSC. CSCX all over what? Sine x. So this is what is in the option there. So option C is very, very correct. So go to the next question. So the next question here said, question 243, which said, please let me check my video. Okay, still moving. 30 minutes is gone. All right. Okay, so I have that they say solve sine x minus 2 sine x cos x is equal to 0. And they say that x lies between pi over 2 and 2 pi. Okay? And 2 pi. All right. So this is a very simple question. So they gave us sine x minus 2 sine x cos x. This is wonderful. This looks very difficult. What do we do in this case? Well, let me try anyways. So let us factorize. If you factorize, I have sine x in bracket of 1 minus 2 cos x is equal to 0. Okay? So which means we now have that sine x is equal to 0, or 1 minus 2 cos x is equal to 0. So sine what will give you 0? If you look at that, you see that sine 90, sine 0 is giving me 0. But they say that x fall between, watch here, x is equal to what? The sine inverse of 0. And sine inverse of 0 is 0. Okay, but coming to this place, I have that what? That 1 will be equal to what? 2 cos x. So therefore cos x will now be 1 over 2. So x will now be the cos inverse of 1 over 2. So you are going to have cos inverse of 1 over 2 will give you 60 degrees. All right. So, but if you look at cast, C-A-S-T, so cos is equally positive in the second quadrant. So if we say that, where do we have 0? Where can we have 0? So check all the possible answers. Let me see if they okay. So therefore, my x is an element of, my x is equal to 60. X cannot be 0, because they say that x is from 90 to 270, so it cannot even be 60. So let us say which other one can give us 0? Sine what again can give us 0 apart from 0? Let's say sine 180. Let's see what sine 180 give us. Sine 180. Oh, 0. Sine 180 0. So therefore, my x is equal to 180. So which other one can give us 0? Or half, or cos anything that can give us half. So let me say cos 180 plus 60. 180 plus 60 is giving us 240. So let me say cos 240. Okay, minus half. Okay, if I say cos 240, 240 is now here. So if I say 180 minus 60, that is 120 here. 120 will be positive. So I say that cos 120 is minus half. Okay, this is, according to trigonometry, this is first, second, cast, C-A-S-T, from the fourth quadrant. Okay, sorry, this is the second quadrant too. Third, fourth. Okay, fourth quadrant. So we'll be looking for fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant should be 360 minus this. So that is 300. Because 300 should give us a half. So I'm having that 300 is among. Are you getting the way I'm getting it? Because just take anything that will give you 0. Sine 180 is giving me 0. Okay? Cos 300 will give me 0. Because we need something that will fall between, anything that will fall between 90 to 360. You get anything that will fall between 90 to 360. So that is it. So let's say sine 360. Sine 360. Oh, sine 360 is 0. So 360 is among. Sine, let's say sine 270. Can 270 give us sine 360? Wow. Sine 360 is 0, okay? Sine 270. Sine 270 minus 1, okay? Cos 2. Okay, let me check all the special angles that fall between 9. Sine 90. Sine 90 is 1, but this is not 1. Okay? Sine 180. Sine 180. 0. So 180 is among. Sine. Okay, I've said 360. So everything about 0. The only thing that will give us 0 is 180 and the rest. So these are the 3 answers for this. I don't think there's any other one that can give us something good. So that is that for that. So we move to the next question. We move to the next question. So the next question here said question number 244, and 244 said that if tan theta is equal to 3 over 4 and then 3 pi over 2 is less than theta, which is less than 2 pi, then I said then we should find cosec theta. Okay, now what do you do? First of all, you draw it. Don't forget that they say that this thing is in the third quadrant. In trigonometry, are we moving clockwise, anti-clockwise? I made mistake. Oh. We are supposed to move anti-clockwise. So in the other question, please resolve it. We're supposed to move anti-clockwise. So this is from 0 to 90, 90 to 180. So 180 to 270, then 270 to 360. So please resolve that the other question. So this is from 270 to 360. So it fell at the fourth quadrant. So at the fourth quadrant, I'm going to have something like this. If I have something like this, so this is my theta. If this is my theta, my tan is opposite over adjacent. So my opposite is here. So minus 3 because it is down. And my adjacent is in the right hand side, which is 4. Okay? So that is that. So according to Pythagoras triple, here is going to be 5. So if here is going to be 5, you now have that cosec theta means 1 over sine theta. 1, 2, 3. 1 over sine theta, which is what? Hypotenuse over opposite. So where is my hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 5 over opposite. My opposite is minus 3. So my answer is minus 5 over 3. So minus 5 over 3 is the answer for that particular question. So we move to the next question. So the next question here said question number 245. And question number 245 said that if theta is an acute angle, okay, and sec theta is equal to 2, then I said then sine theta is okay. So what do we have? So solution, they gave us the same method again. Whenever you see acute, just draw your normal triangle. It doesn't affect anything. So sec is 1, 2, 3, 1 over cos. So sec theta is equal to 1 over cos theta. And cos normally is opposite over adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's going to be hypotenuse over adjacent. So which is what? Hypotenuse is 2, which is they gave me 2. 2 is 2 over 1. So over 1 here. So I'm having, according to Pythagoras theorem, here is going to be root 3. We have done it before. So since it's going to be root 3, sine theta is equal to what? Opposite over hypotenuse, which is equal to what? Root 3 over 2. So that is that. Right? Okay. So we move to the next one. The next one is question number 246. And question number 246 said express sine 15 in surd form. Express sine 15 in surd form. Solution. You know that sine 15 is something as saying sine 45 minus 30, which is what? Sine 45 cos 30 minus sine 30 cos 45, which is what? Root 2 over 2 times root 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2 times root 2 over 2. So I'm left with root 6 over 4 minus root 2 over 4. So what do they have as the option? So in the option they have root 6 over The option is not correct. It's supposed to be root 6 over 4 into root 3, sorry, into 1 minus, what am I saying? Sorry, it's going to be, that is, if it's 1 over 4, okay, root 2, sorry, root 2 over 4 into root 3 minus 1. Root 2 over 4 into root 3 minus 1. Okay, option A is very, very correct. So we'll go to question number 2, blah, blah, blah. Question number 246 said sorry, 250. Question number 250. Question number 250 said convert 37.5 to radian. So what do? Solution. So you have 37.5 is equal to 37.5 times pi, then divided by 1/8. So just reduce these two to the lowest. Okay, reduce it to the lowest. So you're going to have 37.5 divided by 1/8. So I have, if you reduce it to the lowest, so find how to reduce this thing to the lowest. That is, you can say 375 divided by 1800. So you now be sharing it till you reduce it to the lowest form. So you now put your pi. So that is the answer that. Okay. So maybe, okay, let me just help. 5 can divide. So if I divide, let's start with 5. 375 divided by 5. So I have 75 over 1800 divided by 5. So I have 360. 5 again can divide. Divided by 5. So I have 72. 72. 75 divided by 5. I have 15. So 3 can divide. Divided by 3. I have 5 over 72 divided by 3. I have 24. So the answer is now 5 over 24 pi. So that is what I mean by reducing it to the lowest, or 5 pi over 24. Okay, so we'll go to question number 251. Question number 251. Question number 251 said, if sine squared x plus sine x minus 2 is equal to 0, and then now say that 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to pi, then they now say then x is solution. Now this is a Pythagoras, this is quadratic equation. So first thing you say is that let that sine x be equal to y. So anywhere you see sine x, put y. So this will now be y squared plus y minus 2 is equal to 0. So if you factorize, you're going to have y squared, or let me use this method so that it will be easy. Y and y minus 2, sorry, 2 and minus 1. If you check, you're going to get this. So I have that y plus 2 and y minus 1 is equal to 0. So I'm having that y is equal to, so you have that y plus 2 is 0 or y minus 1 is 0. So therefore y is equal to minus 2 or y is equal to 1. But I'm not looking for y, I'm looking for x. So I'll say that sine x is equal to minus 2. So is equal to y. So therefore sine x is equal to minus 2 or sine x is equal to what? 1. So you now have that x is equal to what? The sine inverse of minus 2. Sine inverse of minus 2 or x is equal to what? The sine inverse of 1. Okay? So sine inverse of 1 will give you 90 because sine 90 will give you 1. So here is 90. Sine inverse of minus 2. Do we have sine inverse of minus 2? Shift sine minus 2. Oh, problem. Okay. So I can't get the sine inverse of minus 2. So I have that this is 90. Okay, but they said that theta falls from 0 to 180. So which other one can sine 180 give us 1? Let's check sine 180. I'm having 0, so it will not work. So theta x is equal to what? 90 degrees. Okay, so that is that. X is equal to 90 degrees. So we move to the next question. So the next question here said, question number 288. Question number 288. Let me keep checking. Okay, yes, question number 288. This trigonometry is very much. Sorry, I've gone far. So, question number 2, what? Where am I? Okay, 252. Question number 252. So, question number 252 said that if cos theta, if CSC theta is equal to 2 and pi over 2 is less than or equal to 0, which is less than or equal to pi, then they now say then cos theta is, okay, so this is very, very simple. So first, the only problem is that they say that theta falls between 90 to 180. So if you draw your quadrant 0 to 90, then 90 to 180, so which means it's in this side. So if I draw this like this and cut this like this, so I have that here is my theta. So CSC means cosec, CSC theta. So normally, this means cosec theta, okay? And cosec is what? 1 over sine theta, which is what? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so it's going to be hypotenuse over opposite, okay? So my hypotenuse is now my 2, while my opposite is going to be 1. So, but since it's in the okay, it's up here, so it's going to be 1 as well. So it's going to be 1. Okay, so if I use Pythagoras theory, here it's going to be minus root 3. Okay, so since it's going to be minus root 3 because it's in the negative, that's why it's minus root 3. So then I say we should find cos theta. Cos is what? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. So adjacent is going to be, my adjacent is minus root 3 over what? Hypotenuse 2. So minus root 3 over 2 is my answer. That is option C. So we move to the question number 253. So question number 253, 253. Question number 253 said, okay, no 253, so 256. Question number 256 said a solution to the equation, sine x minus 2 sine x cos x is equal to 0, as 0 lies between 0 and 180, as s lies between 0 and 180. Okay, we have solved this question before. So what do you do? Solution. They gave you that sine x minus 2 sine x cos x is equal to 0. So if you factorize, you're going to have sine x in bracket of 1 minus 2 cos x is equal to 0. So I'm going to say that sine x is equal to 0, or 1 minus 2 cos x is equal to 0. So therefore, 2 cos x is equal to 1 and cos x is equal to half. So therefore, x will now be the cos inverse of half. So and cos inverse of half is 60. So but here, x is equal to what? The sine inverse of 0. The sine inverse of 0 is 0. But they say that x lies between 0 and 180. But 0 is not among because it is less than, there is no equal to here. So 0 is not among. Find any other thing that can give you what? 0. Sine 90 is 1. Sine 270 is minus 1. Sine 180 is 0. So my x is equal, the first number is 1. Okay, they say that is less than 180. So 180 is not even among. So the only answer here is just 60. So my x is just 60. So 60 is the only answer for this particular one. Okay. So we move to the next question. Question number so and 60, okay, their own is in radian. 60 degrees converted to radian is 60 times pi divided by 180. So reduce this one to the lowest. So if you say 180 divided by 60, 180 divided by 60, so 3, that is pi over 3. So the answer there is pi over 3. Pi over 3 is something as 60. All right. So the next question is question number here is it 258. Okay, question number 25 said evaluate cos 165 degrees. All right, solution. Now cos 165 degrees, 165 is in what quadrant? 165 is in what quadrant? That's what you will check. From 0 to 90, 90 to 180, and I have CAST. So cos is even negative in the second quadrant, so it's negative. So I'm going to have negative cos 180 minus 165. So I'm going to have minus cos, check it, 180 minus 165. So I have cos 15. Okay, so let me check if it is an option question. Okay, cos 15, the same thing we did before. Let us do it again. So cos 15 will give you minus cos 15 is the same as saying 45 minus 30. All right, which is what? Minus into cos 15 means cos 45 cos 30. If it's minus here, it's going to be plus sine 45 sine 30. All right, so I'm going to have that this is minus into, this is root 2 over 2 times root 3 over 2 plus root 2 over 2 times 1 over 2, according to that this stuff here. So I'm going to have that this is what? Root 6 over 2 plus root 2, over 4 plus root 2 over 4. Okay, so let me check the option they have there. So if I open this bracket, it's going to be, according to their option, minus root 2 minus root 6, everybody over 4. So that is this according to LCM, because this is minus into root 2 plus root 6 all over 4. So if you open the bracket with the minus, you have this as your answer. So we'll go to question number 159. Question number 159 said, okay, no question number 159, but question number 262. Sorry, 262. Okay, 262 said, given that sine A plus cos 2A is equal to 0. Then they now say find sine A. Solution. First of all, we need to find A before finding the sine A. Okay, so now if you look at this, they gave us that sine A plus what? Cos 2A is equal to 0. But you should know that according to trigonometry, that cos 2A is equal to what? Is equal to cos squared A minus sine squared A. Okay, so but I want everybody to be in sine. So if everybody is going to be in sine, so it's going to be that, convert this one to sine. Cos squared theta, you should know that cos squared A is equal to 1 minus sine squared A. So instead of putting this thing, you now put it as 1 minus, so cos 2A is equal to, this one will change to 1 minus sine squared A, then minus another sine squared A. So which will give you 1 minus 2 sine squared A. So you now put it in that equation. So my equation said what? Sine A, instead of putting this one, I'll put it as what? Plus 1 minus 2 sine squared A is equal to 0. So if you arrange it very well, this one moving to this side, I'm going to have 2 sine squared A minus sine A, then minus 1. Everybody moving to this side is equal to 0. Okay, so now this is a quadratic equation. So I'll say let sine A be equal to what? Y. So anywhere I see this, I'll put, or let me say, let it be equal to x. I love x. So I'm going to say 2x squared minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if I factorize, I'm going to have 2x here and x. So I'm going to have minus 1 and 1. So if you're going to check, you say that 2x plus 1 and x minus 1 is equal to 0. So therefore, 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus 1 is equal to 0. So therefore, x is equal to minus 1 over 2, or x is equal to what? 1. So therefore, we have said that sine A is equal to 1 over 2. So therefore, sine A is equal to either minus 1 over 2 or 1. So that is that for that. We go to the next question. Question number 162. 163. Question number 163, 263. Question number 263 said, given that 163 said, given that cos A plus cos 2A is equal to 0. Then I say find cos A. Okay, solution. The same method is applied here again. So they gave us that cos A plus cos 2A is equal to 0. I told you before that cos 2A is equal to what? 1 minus, is equal to cos squared A minus sine squared A. Alright? So, but I want everybody to be in cos. I want everybody to be in cos. So, it's going to be, convert this one. You should know that sine squared A is equal to 1 minus cos squared A. Okay, so if you now put it, you're going to have that cos 2A is equal to, bring down this one, cos squared A minus into, instead of writing these people, I will now write 1 minus cos squared A. Okay, so this is equal to cos squared A minus 1 plus cos squared A. So I'm going to have that this is 2 cos squared A minus 1. So put it back in your equation to have the what? Cos A. Instead of writing this one, I'm going to put it as what? 2 cos squared A minus 1 is equal to 0. So arrange it very well to have that 2 cos squared A plus cos A minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. I can say that let that cos A be equal to what? X. To have 2x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if I solve this way, 2x and x. So I'm going to have minus 1 and 1. So if I cross multiply, I'm going to have this. So since that, I'm going to have that 2x minus 1 and x plus 1 is equal to 0. So therefore, 2x minus 1 is 0, or x plus 1 is 0. So therefore, x is equal to what? 1 over 2, or minus 1. So since we have said that cos A is equal to x, okay, so therefore cos A is equal to 1 over 2 or minus 1. So that is that for that. So we'll move to the next question, which is question number 2. Where am I? Question number 264. Question number 264 said, if theta is an acute angle and sec theta is equal to 2, then sine theta is, okay. So this is a very simple question. Solution, we are going to draw. If I draw, I'm going to have that here is my theta, and I told you that sec is equal to 1 over cos theta, which is what? Supposed to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's going to be hypotenuse over adjacent. So which is what? Which they gave me as 2 over 1. So my hypotenuse is 2 and my adjacent is 1. So here is going to be root 3. So therefore, sine theta will now be what? Opposite root 3 over hypotenuse 2. So my answer is root 3 over 2. Okay, we move to the next question. Question number 625. 265. Question number 26. Okay, they don't have 265, they say 269. And 269 said that if theta is an acute angle, again, acute angle, 269, and the sec theta is equal to 2, then they now say then we should find cos 2 theta. Okay? All right, solution. The same thing is applicable again. The way we did it before, let's repeat again. So we have that according to what we did that time, don't forget that we have that here is theta. We got that here is 2, here is 1, and here is root 3. Don't forget. So therefore, we have that cos 2 theta means cos 2 theta, don't forget, is what? Cos square theta minus sine square theta. Okay? And cos is what? Opposite adjacent over hypotenuse is 1 over 2. It has squared, all squared, minus opposite over hypotenuse. That is what? Root 3 over 2, all squared. So this one is giving me 1 over 4 minus 3 over 4. So I'm going to have 4 here, 1 minus 3, which is what? Minus 2 over 4, which is minus 1 over 2. So minus 1 over 2 is the correct answer to that question. Okay? So we move to the next question, which is question number 271. Question number 271 said if z is equal to cos theta plus I sine theta. This is complex number. Then I say then 1 over z minus z is, okay, solution. Now 1 over z means inverse of this. So I have what do I do? Do I start from here or do I start from here? Okay. Now I have 1 over z minus z, which is what? LCM is z. I'm going to have z divided by z is 1. 1 times 1 is 1 minus then z squared. Okay. So I have that this is something as 1 minus z squared over z. So which is what? 1 minus, what is my z? My z is cos theta plus I sine theta all squared. Then all over my z is cos theta plus I sine theta. Okay? So now, don't forget that 1 is same thing as saying cos square theta plus sine square theta. That's the meaning of 1. Then minus into, let me open here, cos square theta. Okay? Now, this time this, double it, will give you, this time this, double it, will give you what? I'm trying to get something. Okay? This time this, double it will give you, or let me not start from there. Let me go straight to the point so that I don't want to make mistake. So I have, let me say 1 over z. Let's see 1 over z will give you. 1 over z is equal to 1 over cos theta plus I sine theta. So if I rationalize, it's going to be times cos theta minus I sine theta all over cos theta minus I sine theta. So this times 1 will give you cos theta minus I sine theta all over. This time this will give you cos square theta. Okay? This time this will give you minus times minus, minus times plus will be, okay, plus sine square theta. Yes, do it, you will see that. So this is 1. So this is giving me just cos theta minus I sine theta. So if you now put it here, you now see that 1 over z minus z is something as 1 over z gave me cos theta minus I sine theta minus into, this one is giving me cos theta plus I sine theta. So if you open the bracket, you're going to have cos theta minus I sine theta minus cos theta minus I sine theta. So if you now do that, you're going to have that this minus this is gone. This and this will give you minus 2I sine theta. So that is the result. Okay? So we'll go to the next question. Question number 272. Question number 272 Question number 272. 2 said the solution of 2 cos x plus 1 is equal to 0 is 4. Then now say for x is an element of from 0 to 180. Okay, solution. So they gave me that 2 cos x plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, 2 cos x is equal to minus 1. So cos x is equal to minus 1 over 2. So x will now be what? My cos inverse of minus 1 over 2. So which will give you what? In fact, which is 60. But this is CAST. So at what point is cos negative? Cos is negative at the second and the third quadrant. The second and the third quadrant. So what do we do to this? So 180 minus 60. 180 minus 60. So we'll give you 180 minus 60 to give you 120. And I know that cos that 120 is negative half. So I'm having that my x is 120. 120 is one of them. Then another one, let me check if there's another one that can give you. I don't think there's any other one. Because here, if you say 180 plus 60, you're going to have 240. So if you have cos 240, minus half, so 240 is equally part of the answer. Okay, but they say that it's from 0 to 180, so the only answer here is just 120. So 120 is the only answer here. Okay, so we move to the next question. So moving to the next question, I have question number 273. And question number 273 said determine the basic solution of 2 cos squared theta plus cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Then I say for theta is less, for 0 is less than or equal to theta, which is less than or equal to pi over 2. Okay, so let us solve this. We tell them that let cos theta be equal to x. So from here I'm going to have 2x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if I solve like this, 2x and x, I'm going to say minus 1 and 1. Okay, to have that 2x minus 1 and x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is normal factorization. If you don't understand this type, do your normal factorization that you understand. So you have that 2x minus 1 is 0 or x plus 1 is 0. So what do you have? That 2x is equal to 1. So x will now be what? 1 over 2 or x is equal to minus 1. Okay? So am I looking for x? No, I'm looking for theta. So we tell them that there's a place we say that cos theta is equal to x. So therefore, cos theta is equal to 1 over 2 or cos theta is equal to minus 1. So therefore, theta is equal to the cos inverse of 1 over 2. Cos inverse of 1 over 2 or cos inverse of minus 1. So therefore, cos inverse of 1 over 2 is 60 degrees. Okay, and that is the only answer there because they say that is from 0 to 90. Pi over 2 is 90. So the only answer here is this 60 because that one will give you something in the second and third quadrant. So 60 is the only solution here. Okay, that's the basic solution there. Okay, so that is that. So we move to the second to the last question. Okay, and 60, what is 60? Their own is in radian. So 60 degrees is what? 60 pi over 180, which is what? Then pi over 3. This divided by this is 3, so pi over 3. So the last question, 276, which is the last question here, said one of the solutions of the equation 2 cos squared minus 3 sine x is equal to 0 in the interval 0 and 2 pi is, okay, one of the solutions. Now they gave me 2 cos squared x minus 3 sine x is equal to 0. The concentration is here. I want everybody to be uniform. So let me change this one. Changing this one to cos will be difficult, but changing this one to sine will not be difficult. You know that cos squared x is something as saying 1 minus sine squared x. So if you put it here, you're going to have 2 in bracket of 1 minus sine squared x, then minus 3 sine x is equal to 0. This time needs to give you 2. This time needs to give you minus 2 sine squared x, then minus 3 sine x is equal to what? 0. So what do you have now? We're going to have, arrange it very well. Let everybody move here. You have 2 sine squared x plus 3 sine x. Then this one moving, you have minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay? So you now say let sine x be equal to what? Y. So I'm going to have 2y squared plus 3y minus 2 is equal to 0. So if I factorize using my normal factorization, I have 2y and y. So I'm going to have 2 here and then minus 1 here. So if you cross multiply, you are getting this. So my answer is now 2y minus 1 and y plus 2 is equal to 0. So finally, I'm going to have that 2y minus 1 is 0 or y plus 2 is 0. So therefore my y is 1 over 2 or my y is equal to minus 2. Okay, so 1 over 2 will be easier for me to get because they say I should just get 1. So they say there's a place I say that the sine inverse ahead. Look at it. I say that what? That the sine theta, sine x is equal to y. So therefore sine x will be equal to what? 1 over 2. So therefore s will now be the sine inverse of that 1 over 2. So sine inverse of 1 over 2 is 30 degrees. And 30 degrees is something I say 30 times pi over 180. So which is what? 180 divided by 30. 180 divided by 30. I have 6. So my answer is what? Pi over 6. And I know that pi over 6 should be the option. Pi over 6 is in the option C. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.